Hello everybody, welcome back to the NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode Series. Today we are here at Texas for the O'Reilly Auto Parts 500. It is going to be an absolute juicy one today as we have qualified in P19. Yes, absolutely amazing qualifying yet again from myself. But Denny Hamlin is on pole for today's race at Texas. You know what they say, everything is bigger and better in Texas. Well, we'll see if we can find our way up to the front and get ourselves an even better win. Well, we'll have to find out, but we have momentum coming into this race, remember, from the last episode. So we'll see if that little bit of speed boost will give us a chance to find our way to the front and take home yet another win. But Chase Briscoe has failed pre-race inspection, bit of an L for him, and Matt Benedetto crashed during qualifying, massive L for him, and Ross Chastain failed optical scanning station multiple times. Man needs some glasses, it seems. But we are going to get ready for the race here. We're starting on the outside now, P18, and the green flag is out here at Texas. Unfortunately, yeah, now we're on the outside lane because of the qualifying L's that were taken for the guys who went to the back, and now we go into turn 1 and 2 with James Knight, our fellow Australian, right up our butt here, as now he's trying to gain a little look to the inside there, but it's just not quite enough, is it? And now we come up off the corner. We're going to try to look into the middle of Bubba Wallace and Timmy Hill, but we don't really get it there. But now we go through the middle here to the inside of Bubba Wallace and to the outside of Harrison Burton. And we're going to get some help off the corner. No, we don't quite get the help because we almost lose the car hitting Harrison Burton. We all make a great save, and now we're behind AJ Allmendinger there in the 44 car. And now we look to his outside, trying to gain a run up off the corner. James Knight trying to go up the very high lane. That ain't going to work there, Sonny Jim, I'll tell you that right now. But to the outside of Bubba Wallace, Kyle Busch, and Michael McDowell we go. And we get past all of those guys except Kyle Busch, who won last race. We kind of just gifted the win to him after getting past him on the final lap and then losing the lead not too long later, coming up off of turn 3 and 4. No, not my proudest moment, but once again, showing the speed that we have to win races and contend with the best in the sport. As now we go to the outside of our teammate Cole Custer, very tight up off the corner. We slap the wall just a little bit, and now we look to the inside of Kyle Busch, the outside of Eric Jones there in our old ride, and we just don't quite get the run there. And now we're going to lose a couple positions, it seems. Off the corner, we give a little bit of a love tap to Timmy Hill, as now we are stuck in the middle of a 3-wide situation. Once again, the racing at Texas, quite fun to race. We had this last time when we were at Texas. It was really fun to race, and we had all kinds of battles going on around us as we slapped the wall there, and now we're going to lose all our progress. Yeah, that's just depressing, isn't it? Back to P18 for us, and we'll have to try and do it all again, unfortunately. But yeah, that is just very, very sad indeed. As now we skip forward here, we got past a couple of those guys ahead of us, but yeah, not too long to go in the stage, and we are down in P16. So Brad Keselowski is out in front right now, but as you can see off the corner, I am getting very loose. And this car was starting to become a little bit out of control with how loose it was in the corners and coming up off the corner. So I was thinking to myself, we need to make some changes to this thing. But yeah, there we go. Brad Keselowski wins the stage, and you can already see I'm going down to add a little bit of tape of it, and we add a little bit of wedge into it just to tighten it up a bit. Also, we're going to make a slight air pressure adjustment as well, because I'll tell you what, this car was a little bit loose for my liking. And when I say a little bit loose, I mean a lot of it loose. This was absolutely unbearable at some points in time, but fortunately, we get a little bit of a pit stop there, and now hopefully the doctor has fixed us. But here we go to the inside of Alex Bowman. Green flag is back in the air here at Texas for stage 2. Brad Keselowski wins the first stage. He starts first for the second stage here as he looks to get his second win of the season. And we go and take our teammate 3 wide on the restart. See you later, Kevin. We got some moves to make if we want to get up there into the top 10 and hopefully contend for yet another win. But as you can see, through that corner, we were loose. Still very loose. This was not a good sign at all, because obviously the changes I made did not help enough, and we are making ground up on the inside here. But as you can see, we are so loose. We almost hit the wall there off the corner. This car was stepping out, jumping out of control. It was becoming unbearable. This car was literally trying to kill me. It was evil. I'm telling you that right now. This car, I don't know what was wrong with it, but it just hated me and hated driving like a race car. But here we go through the middle now of Timmy Hill. Kevin Harvick takes a look to that inside, but now we go and step to the inside of Austin Cindric. We hit the apron there. Of course, that's going to get us loose, but now Kevin Harvick gives us a push in the corner here, and as you can see, once again, off the corner, very loose there. We make a nice save now to the inside of Austin Cindric, still trying to get that spot on the 33 cars. We go into 1 and 2 here. And as you can see, very loose there on the inside. And now we're sliding up the track. We are plowing. And Adi was not ready for this because we hit the wall. Austin Cindric bumps us. And now we go into Timmy Hill, Christopher Bell. And we slide up the track and pow! Into the wall. And here comes James Knight and the rest of the field to come and pile in. And we have just caused the huge one here at Texas Motor Speedway. Dog, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this car, but you gotta help me out here. I am going to die. Yeah, it's somehow a miracle we didn't DNF from that race, and neither did anybody else from that crash, even though we took out half the field. If this game was any sort of close to realistic, pretty much the whole field would have been taken out in that crash behind me. So, yeah, very interesting, I know. But we go back under green flag conditions here. As you can see, we tighten the hell out of this thing up. Like, if this wasn't tight enough, I don't know what is, because now our car needs to turn, please, and not try to kill itself off the corner. That would be very nice. But we go through the corner, as you can see, yeah, very tight. This, unfortunately, was what we had to settle with, because if we had it a little bit tiny loose, the car would literally try kill me and itself. I don't know what the hell was wrong with this thing. It was literally evil. That's all I'm going to say. But, yeah, now down into P36, we start again from the back there. And as you can see, Matt Benedetto absolutely smashed up on the front end. Same with Justin Haley. A lot of these guys here suffering from big damage as we go through the corner here. And this car plows, I'll tell you that. At least this time I was kind of expecting it, but still we hit the wall even after getting it out of the gas for so long. Like, this car, nothing can make it right and go fast. I don't know what to do. I'm really sorry, but I just don't know what to do. So it seems like this is probably the first race out of all of them so far, race 7 here, where the car is not race-winning pace. And when I say this car isn't race-winning pace, it probably isn't even, like, P12 kind of winning pace. This car, I don't know what's wrong with it. I'm going to be real with you. But we come up off the corner here. As you can see, we're plowing our butt off. But we'll let it slide here. As Brad Keselowski now takes the final lap of stage 2 here. We cut over to only 1 lap to go here. As you can see, we made our way up to P22 somehow. I was starting to kind of understand how the car was handling and how much I actually needed to get out of the gas for this car to turn, but it was obviously a lot better than the car trying to die every time. So Keselowski is going to round out of turn 3 and 4 here. Absolutely dominant so far this race. Like he was a bit ago at Phoenix, he went and threw that race, but he goes and sweeps the stages yet again this season, hopefully. He doesn't throw it away this time stupidly, and we actually see a nice battle for the win. But Keselowski wins both stages here in Texas. We come across the line P20, and yeah, I'm kind of lost for words at what our car is. I don't know what the hell we cursed it with. Well, thank you guys for tightening it up. Maybe just loosen it a little bit. I might regret saying that, but if we just get a little bit more turn out of the corners, that'd be very cool. Yeah, just like AJ Smith said, I really hope we don't regret loosening this car up a little bit. But yeah, I wanted a little bit of extra turn, just a little bit. So I made very small adjustments. And hopefully the car does not try to kill me for trying to do this. But yeah, I didn't know what to do with this car, to be honest. But as you can see, Joe Logano up ahead of us lost 14 positions on pit road. That's a bit of an L there. But as we go back underway racing here, hopefully for the final time, I wanted this race over and done with as soon as possible. Let's get through these last 13 laps. That'll be very nice, I'll tell you that right now. Without dying, that'll be very cool, I think. But even if we DNF'd earlier, that would have been very nice too, because this car has been an absolute pain in the ass to drive. And hopefully we can just finish the race at this point. I didn't really care where we finished, honestly, because I knew we weren't going to win, and, well, what's the point? We have a huge lead in the regular season. We can take a little bit of a hit in the points, but as you can see, we're actually kind of digging up off the corner. I was starting to understand a little bit how this car was going to handle with how tight it was. As you can see, now we go into 1 and 2. Very nice little corner, but we have to jump out of the gas multiple times here. And now Joe Logano is going to get back up into our inside here. Almost sliding into him there off the corner. I was hoping that wasn't because we loosened up the car a little bit, but yeah. Now we look to the inside of Christopher Bell here, trying to get as many positions as we can. Of course, even though I want this race to be over and done with, and I don't care where we finish, I'm still going to try. I wasn't going to, you know, let this conquer me. Of course, this was our biggest challenge yet, I feel like, this career mode. This car literally is the worst thing I've ever driven in my life in this game. I'm talking about NASCAR Heat, NASCAR Heat 2, NASCAR Heat 3, NASCAR Heat 4, and now NASCAR Heat 5. This is the worst car I've ever driven. I'm not even kidding you. This car, evil. I've said it multiple times this episode. This car is evil. And now, as you can see, we got around the 2 guys ahead of us, and we ended up in P12. As we're now looking to the inside of Alex Bowman. I kind of cut to the end here because nothing really happened, only just single car passes. So nothing really of note. Keselowski remained in the lead the whole time here, as he is going to come up off the final corner and look to take the white flag here. There you go, Keselowski, white flag in the air. And that means this race is coming to an end. Thank God, that'd be very nice. But we get around Bowman here. We actually have a chance to catch Truex maybe and get a top 10 out of this. But as you can see, P11 for this car, not too bad at all. I'll tell you that right now. That was like a victory for me here, getting P11. And we could have got Truex, I think. But as you can see, the race comes to an end. A caution comes out after the white flag. So Keselowski will take home a win here. And thankfully, this race is over. This race was literally poisoning me as I was playing this game. But there you go. Keselowski wins the race, Kyle Busch second, Hamlin third, Larson fourth, Byron in fifth. There's the rest of your top 10 there, and now we'll look at your top 20 there. Rookie James Knight rounds it out there. Harrison Burton, another rookie as well in P16, so very nice for him. So we go through the top 30, and now to the bottom 10 guys here. As you can see, Bubba Wallace, the only DNF of this race. There's your summary here. We finished P11, 760K for P11 is not too bad at all. Unfortunately, we failed our incentive contract. We had a good race everywhere except for Texas there. But yeah, thankfully this is over. We can move on. We're picking a new goal for top 5s in 4 races once again. And now we'll have a look at the point standings before we go into Bristol here. Myself on top with Keselowski, Kyle Busch, and Harvick and Hamlin. Winners so far this season. So we got two-time winners this season, myself and BK. So he's looking to go out a champion, a 2-time champion with Penske, as he will leave. Once again, I'll reiterate that. But there you go. Michael McDowell has pulled the points gap a lot closer now for the battle for last. So good job to him. But thankfully, that is going to do it for today's race here at Texas. I want to thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next race here at Bristol.